The ministry used the opportunity today to remind persons of the importance of getting tested for HIV/AIDS. A testing activity and the distribution of condoms were conducted by the ministry in collaboration with the Caribbean HIV/AIDS Alliance in Heritage Square. Program Officer for the Caribbean HIV/AIDS Alliance, Florence Olatunji, says she sees the importance of persons getting tested, particularly around the carnival season.
Everybody's enjoying themselves. However, while doing all of that, people have to be responsible. They have to know that HIV is everybody's business. HIV have no face. There's no one who's going to mark HIV on their forehead. So persons have to know that even in the period of carnival and the festivity, they have to be responsible.
Meantime, representative of the Ministry of Health, Samuel Joyles, refers to this time as the promiscuous season and appeals to persons to make health their #1 priority by limiting their alcohol consumption and practicing safe sex.
We are using this opportunity as well to disseminate information, so you can pamphlets and stuff like that, so you can get some knowledge in advance so that you would know exactly how to behave so that you do not put yourself at risk.
Last evening, patrons flocked to Carnival City Victoria Park to witness the staging of Steel and Glitter 2014, where Pan and Mass met on a single stage. Jamisha Wright was at the event and has the results on the Senior Panorama and the section of the band's competitions in this report.
With its rendition of A Bussin' It by Ron Pumpy, the Sign Hill Euphonium on Thursday night secured the Senior Panorama title for the 6th consecutive year. The 65-member band, captained by Tilala Webb and arranged by Cian Gomez of Trinidad and Tobago, captivated the judges with their performance. The Scotiabank Southeast Steel Orchestra took the 2nd spot with its rendition of Beckett's Ooh La La. The 70-member band was captained by Kevon Ben's Guy. This year, Operation Starlift Steel Orchestra had to settle for the 3rd spot. The band, which was captained by Roddy Dowers, saw some 51 players playing a Carnival Time by Rebels. Securing the 4th place is the Symphonic Steel Orchestra with its rendition of Winston Soso's I Don't Care. The 40-member band was captained and arranged by Jamoro Francis. The other bands that participated in last night's competition are Potential Steel Orchestra, Georgetown All-Stars, SVG Port Authority Genesis Steel Orchestra, and Elite Steel Orchestra. Meantime, in the sections from the band's competition, SVG Plays International secured the top spot with its section Pot of Gold. Fiery from the Guinness Wide Lima Hits 103.7 Bloody Bird and Friends secured the 2nd spot, leaving the Owen Ralph and the Professionals, Good and Evil, to settle for 3rd. Reporting for Carnival Beat, I am Jamisha Wright.
Meanwhile, SVG-TV caught up with acting chairman of the Sign Hill Euphonium Steel Orchestra, Rodney Small, who says though his band has etched its name further into the pan history books in SVG, they will not be taking their success for granted.
I am sure this is indeed a proud moment for you and also your Steel Orchestra. You guys have created history in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, taking the Senior Panorama Champs title for the 6th consecutive year. Tell us, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm feeling great. Fantastic. You know what I mean? It's a pleasure and it's an honor knowing that we could represent our community so well and represent Pan on a whole and holding that legacy of winning 6 consecutive panoramas. So it's a great feeling. There's still a lot more to come. There's still room for improvement. So we will not take this legacy and figure that we need to relax or get lackadaisical, but we still got to push on for another 6. So
tell us how long you guys have been preparing for this.
Well, this was the only year that we really had a lot of ups and downs. So we approximately over 3 to 4 weeks, which it was never like this over the other years. It was always 3 months, 4 months, 2 months, but this year was approximately 3 to 4 weeks.
Miss Carnival kicks off the highly anticipated weekend of activities for Vincimas tonight. We have more stories on the local scene when the SVG-TV News continues. Stay tuned. Well, Carnival weekend is here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And the first competitive show for this weekend will be the staging of the Miss Caraval pageant tonight at the Victoria Park. 9 beauties from across the region will come up against Miss SVG Shadisha George for the title. Patrons will then head back to Carnival City Victoria Park tomorrow evening for the highly anticipated Soca Monarch competition. And on Sunday, 10 persons that is, will come up against the Scorpion for the National Calypso Monarch crown. This show will take Carnival revelers straight on into Juve morning on Monday. Then on Monday afternoon, revelers will be back on the streets of Kingstown for the T-shirt band parade. And on Tuesday, 13 bands will compete for the Band of the Year title. Earlier today, SVG-TV News took to the streets of capital Kingstown to get the views of persons on the season. Some say it's been shaping up nicely, while others say things have been slow.
Well, I think so far it's okay. Right now everything good. Like we say,
First time that we got. Looking to see what we are going to
the heat of Carnival, how is it looking for you?
I think it's now about to start, so I can't judge it.
Well, to me, it's not too bad still, but I think it will get there because leave up until tomorrow. I mean, the crowd in town is very okay for right now.
Not too bad, understand, but up now I'm going to the show just because of work.
It's okay for now, well, kind of good. Kind of good, yeah. Why kind of? Because I'm really feeling it like that much. Okay, but will you be going to Soca Monarch? And the reason why, also because of no money, so.
For me, I'm not going Carnival for sure. So, but for the others, I think they're looking good in town. Seems bright. So maybe Carnival should be nice this year.
Carnival is a huge delicious place, and Carnival has been looking so far pretty well. I mean, a lot of visitors in the country. I mean, I see persons having a fun time and stuff. And in town right now, promoted by Juve Band, Country Mix Town, and all that. I mean, hoping to get as much sales as possible pushed off today, as well as to see how much rum and how much fun I can get in my system today. I mean, it's just fun.
Meantime, some of the persons we spoke to shared their views on who they will be supporting in tomorrow night's Soca Monarch competitions.
Skinny and Fireman. I support Fireman.
Skinny Fabulous, of course.
Why is that? Why is that?
Oh my God, I've been supporting Skinny Fabulous since 2008. So from then on, I'm supporting him straight through.
It's a Fireman, that's my fan, you know.
I'm a Fireman fan, you know.
Really not much into the Soca Monarch thing because I'm all at home and I don't know who is the singer from who is not the singer.
But what about the music? You've been hearing so far.
I think we have some kind of memory there for the season.
Nobody in particular music stands out to you?
No, because see, I'm a businessman, right? And I have a bar and restaurant, but I'm in a secluded area, but I haven't seen much of the calypso for the scene.
Fireman Hoover. Why you say that like that? Any particular reason why you're supporting Fireman?
Because in every country or every state, there's always a rum meeting. You understand? So it's obvious.
Skinny have 2 tunes this year. They are crazy, and I think he's gonna tear up Soca Monarch with either one. But for Fireman now, with Raga Soca, I think rum meeting is the best Raga Soca for me right now.
I was Skinny Fabulous, Problem Child, and Shade Hypes. Hype 4000. I usually go to Soca Monarch as a neutral person, but so far, you know, it's the usual 2 big guns ahead. I mean, it's Fireman or Skinny. But to put $1 in anybody's name, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna risk my dollar and put it on anybody. But I am expecting good performances from everybody. I mean, this guy, a new guy, he sing a song, Jump Up With Your Family or something like that. I really love that song. I really love that song.
And I'm sure all those folks and you will be at the Victoria Park tomorrow for Soca Monarch. Meanwhile, the team behind Country Meets Town is seeking to capture its 5th Juve Band of the Year title on Monday as they hit the road with Hot Pink. According to Carlos James, this year's presentation is all about creating that should be an awareness for cancer. noting that a portion of the income generated will be donated to the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Cancer Society.
This is one of the many social responsibility functions that the Country Meets Tongue Juvie Band does, as we have done over the many years. Our motto from since inception in 2009 has been, we are more than just a band. We educate while we entertain. Hence the reason why with our color this year of pink, we've been promoting Think Hot Pink. Show you care and be aware, because early detection saves lives. And hence the reason why we have the pink wave. So we're asking everyone, on the night we'll be selling these gloves. Also we have them at different outlets, at all the courier stores, at all the ticket outlets, Rose City, Country Groceries, Music Center, at the CDC booth at Heritage Square. You go there and you say you want to support. Even if you're not playing Juvie, even if you're not playing Juvie with us for whatever reason, support the cause, breast cancer awareness.
James also promised patrons a party that is expected to be like no other.
Packages say, as every year, is the cheapest and best package in town. We have all the boards tickets, only a few left at a couple of the outlets for only $25. On the night you'll be paying $30 at the door. Upon entrance, you'll be getting a package which includes a body paint, you'll get your whistle, the bandanas, a handbanger, and also you'll get your drink shits to go by the bar for your drinks all night.
See your eyes.